5 sandboxes. This is one of the topics I'm most interested in. AI innovation is growing at a faster pace that we can create protocols and governance for it. As a researcher of this topic, the only way to keep ourselves in control of AI rather than AI in control of us is by focusing in AI governance. Think of this like having a nuclear power plant without its safety protocols and testing reactor. When you're dealing with nuclear energy, you can't just flip a switch and hope everything works. The consequences of failure are just too big. You need multiple layers of safety systems, constant monitoring, and rigorous testing before everything goes live. AI governance is your nuclear safety protocol. It includes bias detection, ensuring the reactor doesn't have dangerous hotspots, explainable AI techniques, knowing exactly why every system decision was made, and ethical auditing frameworks. 80% of business leaders see AI explainability, ethics, bias, or trust as a major challenge for this era. Why? Because just like nuclear energy, AI can cause massive damage if it is malfunctioning or behaves unpredictably. And it has already happened. A hacker used Claude to automate hacking attacks. The AI created malicious software to steal sensitive information, then organize the hacked files and analyze them to determine what was sensitive for extortion purposes. Imagine having like an AI criminal mastermind planning every step of a heist. So, building AI governance frameworks requires experts, a tailor made study, and robust models protocols with a cultural shift that I believe should eliminate laziness and prioritize structure before deployment. If you want to build your first governance framework, be sure to take our masterclass, and here are some key insights you must take into account when you're understanding or developing this topic. When you're offered a new AI model, for your business, you should always analyze its risks, ask for its governance and risk prevention management plan, and give it a deep analysis, even with more detail when those offers use sensitive data. You can start building a governance framework with our course. It's a simple and early version, and it's basically a moral code for AI use. But for the future, and if you're really wanting to build a real native business, you will need a more complex protocol, which we'll be happy to help you build with a one-on-one consulting process. As you develop newer AI systems and seek to implement them in your business, you will need a testing area where you can mitigate risks or problems. This is what you get to know in the AI Strange meetings as the sandbox. It is your testing reactor, a contained environment where you can run experiments, simulate failures, and stress test your AI systems without risking public safety. The AI sandbox is a magical place because it helps business innovate without premature penalties. You get to push boundaries and learn from the mistakes in a controlled space. Similar to natural or synthetic data, you can hire individual developers to build your sandboxes or purchase them as a service online. And I believe this is a very smart way to mitigate your AI risks. And when someone tells you they use a sandbox to test their AI protocols, it speaks to good governance practices and demonstrates they take AI safety seriously. Make it part of your leadership protocol and ask for sandboxes for every new model and project you plan to roll out.